What's up, YouTube? For tonight, we have a full car parts team. I thought this idea was pretty creative. I was going to do Mystery Monday today, but I didn't quite get to it. It'll probably be tomorrow or something, but that usually happens anyway. Right, leave those comments and themes in the suggestions box below, and make sure any feedback on the video would be amazing too. And as usual, if anyone does post a comment that is a team that I've already done, just help them out. And check the playlist and pay spin. Right, let's get to this battle. Had quite a few, and there's some funny bloopers too, so make sure you stick around for this one. Right, this was a very interesting battle. So we have a low punny lead here, and I've got Cling Clang lead. Now, mostly you see the normal shift gear one, so I wanted to use like a special one. So I whacked choice specs on it. It does have access to volt switch, and it's got the mighty zap can as well, which missed on the first turn, which I kind of expected. Okay, so I'm getting power up punch by this Lopunny. It's getting like lots of boosts in its stats. Zap Cannon misses for the second time. I only use Zap Cannon just for a laugh, really. I gave it Hidden Power Ground too for fire types as well. So into Rotom, expecting another power up punch or a normal type move. So that was cool. I'm Scarf's special set on this, so outspeed and Volt Switch does fairly good damage there. I'm quite happy with that. Definitely within range of a T-Bolt to Revenge Kill it. So into my Bronzor now. This is pretty cool. Some Bronzor rims. I don't get freeze hacks there. I knew Ice Punch was coming too. That was the other coverage move there. Okay, so I'm tanking those moves really nicely. I actually don't even have Everlight on this set. I'm running Trick, and I'm actually holding an Iron Ball there, so I'm going to trick that to the Lopunny, and I'm going to give that an Iron Ball, so it's going to be shit slow now, and I get a Lumberry, which is pretty cool. Okay, so still outspeeds me, obviously, and High Jump Kick just takes my Bronzor out there. That's cool. I gave it an item to slow it down anyway. I couldn't really do too much with it. Okay, so back into transmission, and this time I land the Zap Cannon and that's definitely going to take it out. I think that's nearly a one-hit KO there with Choice Specs Modest. Right, so that's cool. It's 1-0. So I'm locked into Zap Cannon. I haven't really revealed my item at the moment. So Walrein comes in. I thought, well, let's go for Zap Cannon again. It fucking misses, and Walrein's going to set up the hail. So it's most definitely going to have Ice Body there to recover its health. Okay, so I thought, well, I might as well just go for it again and see if I can hit. That hail is going to do a little bit of damage to me. Zap Cannon misses again. That sucks. Walrein goes for a rollout. I'm like, what the hell sort of set is this? So it's locked itself in there. I'm going to get hit by the hail again. So I have to hit it next turn, as I'm going to die to rollout. Zap Cannon lands this turn, and it hits really, really like super duper hard, but it just misses taking it out due to Walrein's bulk. Also, fun fact, if you didn't know about Zap Cannon, when it hits and lands, it always paralyzes 100% of the time, at the drawback of only having 50% accuracy. So it's really, really a terrible move in Wi-Fi battles. I just wanted to use it because I thought it'd be a bit of fun and a good laugh. Right, so Cling Clang goes down there. That sucks. Now Walrein is pretty bad shape too, so I can just bring in my Troscarf Rotom to pick that up, that kill up there with a Volt Switch, and anything that else that wants to come into Volt Switch, probably won't really like that either. Okay, so I'm just going to finish this one off, but that wasn't. Yes, there was some very, very interesting sets in this battle. That's one of the reasons I did put this one up. Right, so now I have to decide what I was going to swap in here, and I thought, well, we might as well swap in the Mighty Spark Plug, being Tynamo. Now, Tynamo only has like a couple of moves, and I think it's got like 5 moves. It's got like, it's got Spark, it's got Charge Beam, Thunder Wave, Tackle, and Magnet Rise. So it's got the most terrible moves. Okay, so I actually ran max speed on this and outspeed than Mr. Mime, which is quite funny. Now, Mr. Mime is going to go for a trick here. I was like, oh, okay, wonder what item's going to... It got rid of my Everlight, which sucks, and gives me a ring target. I'm like, what the fuck? So I think the ring target was for hitting dark types with like Psychic or something like that. I'm not sure what strategy they're running there. Okay, so Charge Beam crits. That does like so much damage. I get a special attack rise, which is nice. Infestation didn't really expect that one on this Mr. Mime, but this Mr. Mime was like a really weirdo set. Okay, so I'm locked in here. I can't really do too much than just go for Charge Beam and hope I can get another crit or some more special attack boost. Okay, so I get another special attack boost, which is cool there. Now Mr. Mime's going to go Confusion. Confusion is actually quite strong on Mr. Mime because it gets a boost from Technician, and that's going to take my Tynamo out there. It's almost nearly as strong as Psychic, I believe. Okay, so into my Rotom again. I go for the Thunderbolt here, trying to take it out. Mr. Mime has nice base defense, so it actually lives that one. It has Payback. I'm like, what the fuck? So Payback's going to do super to me, but it only does about half health because Mr. Mime's attack is rubbish. So I'm going to finish that off with another T-Bolt there. But a very interesting Mr. Mime set there. Some crazy-ass moves. Okay, so it's a pretty even game at the moment. We've got 3 Pokemon all. Electro's going to come in here. I'm locked into T-Bolt, so I'm not really liking that at all. There. So let's go into my Whirlipede here now. I nearly called that Whirlipede. Whirlipede is going to go for. I actually want to go for Toxic on this set, and just stall that. I've got a Venom Drench set, which works really nicely. It rollouts me, so this is the second Pokemon roll. I'm like, come on! It's super effective against me too. Okay, so I've got the Poison up on anyway. I'm an extremely defensive Whirlipede set. It is so bulky, you won't even believe it. It gets speed boost too. It's not. I mean, it's handy for going first, but that's about it. It's not really a sweep or anything. Okay, so Electrode is locked into rollout now, and I'm going to set up the Infestation here. So I'm like, well, that's going to take it out pretty fast, and I can just use Venom Drench to lower the attack. Then it had red card, so I got forced out of there, so that sucked. And I had my Rotom and as my other Pokemon coming in here. So I get dragged out. Now, I was like, well, Rollout is most definitely going to take me out here. I've got really garbage defense, so I might as well just go for Volt Switch here again, get a small amount of damage there on the Rotom, and go back into my Whirlipede again to tank those hits and do whatever to the Electro. Okay, so I'm back in there. This team was so weak to fire Pokemon too. Like, if the opponent bought one fire-type Pokemon, it was very, very hard to win with this team. But it was fun. That was sort of the challenge on it. And you guys know I'm always up for a challenge and some fun moves and stuff. That's the point of my channel and videos. Okay, so Rollout hits really hard on the last one there. I'm going to go for the Infestation here. It doesn't really do too much, but I've got lots of toxic damage already going on the Electrode already. It hangs on by a tiny little bit of health, but since I used Infestation before, that's going to do the damage and take the Electrode out. So 2 Rollout uses, I was not expecting that, so that's pretty cool. It probably had Aftermath too. So I got a speed boost on my I nearly called it that again. On my Whirlipede. Okay, so in comes Bravery. This is pretty scary. I do have a Choice Scarf Rotom there. I have to stay in here. There's no point me swapping into anything else, and that's most definitely going to take my Whirlipede out. Now, I would have liked to see that, like me at full health and the damage there, because Bravery's a very powerful Brave Bird user, and I just want to see what the damage calcs would be with the Everlight. Okay, so I'm going to go for the Volt Switch here. I'm not confident that I could take it out with one Thunderbolt. I get a critical hit there, which is really nice. I would have done like big damage anyway to it, but that was a really nice crit there, taking that out. It's very, very scary. So my other Pokemon, my remaining Pokemon I've got is my Heatmore here. And I've got Sucker Punch on my Heatmore too, so that was my other way around the Bravery. So in comes Octillery, and I'm going to go for the Thunder Punch here. It does over half health, which is nice. I just ran that on. I'm running a physical one for like... and Power Up Punch and Sucker Punch and Fire Punch. It works pretty nicely. Pops my Air Balloon and takes me out of the Scald. That's cool. Now, my last Pokemon is my Choice Scarf Rotom with T-Bolt. Unless this was like Assault Vest or some really crazy EVs, there was no way it was going to live. And that was the game. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. It was a lot of fun. Crazy, crazy sets. And hope you enjoyed the bloopers.